child, we sing of owning a big house and a car. We work, we save, we hustle. We even borrow just to reach a point where we can own a piece of this earth and put a shelter over our heads. I can just imagine the joy of that first night in your own house, albeit mortgage, and the possibility of it being devoid of your choice furniture. You see, I have to imagine it because I fall in the subset of millennials whose home owning dream is not yet quite a reality. Why, you may ask? Because it's not as easy as going to Mega Mart and dropping a house in your trolley. The ludicrous pricing of decent real estate in our country is making it harder and harder to become homeowners. It seems as if the market has totally turned its back on the locals and set only to attract international investors. Soon, the Jamaican populace will all live in homes owned by people not actually living here. Of course, we have to creep before we walk. So starting off, one eventually has to rent. But have you taken a look recently at the monthly rates for rental around town? After rent and traveling to go back to work, you have nothing to even save towards your down payment for eventually owning a home. Now, with the exponential boom phenomena of Airbnb, long-term renting is becoming even more difficult to acquire. Property owners are all putting their properties for international Airbnb where they can make a month's rent in 3 days to a week. And this phenomena is not just national or local, it is global. But other countries are putting in measures to stymie the tide of housing tourists and leaving the nationals in the rain, literally. You see, I know the wonderful tourism influx this has caused, but the country will cease to be one of the happiest places on earth if its people are miserable. Then we can already see the ripple effect this will have on our much beloved tourism sector. You see, I beseech you therefore, my government, work with a little more alacrity in doing something, anything, to ensure we have somewhere at least comfortable to lay our heads after a hard day's work. Find a balance between having places to host our valued guests and places to house our treasured locals. We work hard, day in, day out to make a living. Help us make the living not so hard. And to my fellow Jamaicans, keep striving for the house. Truth be told, it may not be on the hill. It may not be the mansion we desire, but in the end, it is yours. Be careful though, not to let the task of owning a home consume you and prevent you from enjoying the little blessings and joys of each day. We will end up working so hard to get a house, then work even harder to keep it with a mortgage that by the time we're finished, we will be housed 6 feet 6 under, and then you will be certain to have your little piece of earth. You see, until next week, whether you walk into your own house, whether you walk into a rental house, whether you're walking back into your parents' house, walk good and make good